Hi, Cardinals. I hope that you are doing fabulous. Thanks for joining for your next set of readings. We are going to look at the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th. So I guess technically we are in Libra season. Happy birthday to Libra. And those of you who are just returning, welcome back to this channel. I appreciate you all so much. And if you're brand new, first time ever hearing me, my name is Shannon, and I'm glad to have you. My channel is very intense. I look at criminal activity most of the time on this channel, all right? So you will hear information that could be disturbing. I'm not churchy or religious, but I'm going to come across real heavy that way to you at times. The scriptures found in the tarot, if you did not know that, it is here. And so it's honored here. I keep all 10 of the commandments. I love Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. People call him the universe, but he is our Yeshua. He is our salvation. I kiss his son that walked among us in the flesh, which is the Christ, the HaMashiach. This is who I am. This is who I confess. But I'm just free to live in the truth. And so I just uproot wickedness, and that's what I do on this channel. So welcome if you stay, and if you don't, then thanks for checking me out if you got to go away. All right, guys, let's get in here and see what's going on with Cardinals. I'm going to take one card for each day, the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. If we need to clarify, we will, to dig in a little bit more to see what the Great One wants us to know about that. We'll also see, I'll take some cards in what's hidden in the hidden space between those days that we're allowed to understand and know about or need to be forewarned, so that you can either continue into going into something or to bypass some energy or whatever you need to transmute or whatever. I'll also take a rune like I do on my videos, and if you are new, I use homemade decks, and I've got a whole volume of stuff in a homemade deck. You can get anything from outer space to things going on in Washington, things going on out in the country. I mean, just anything. You'll get scripture out of that deck. So whatever the Great One wants to bring out, Jehovah will just be magnificent in what he wants to address. So, and I don't question sometimes some strange things to me. It's coming out of that deck, but Jehovah knows why he's bringing it out for any given person. So we'll just go with it. Take the pieces that apply to you and chunk out the rest. Jehovah, just show me energy, please, for Cardinal, for Libra, and Aries, Capricorn, and Cancer for the 23rd, the 24th, and the 25th. What do they need to know, understand, bypass, continue in? What do they need to be forewarned about? How do they need to take care of something so that they can thrive and come up higher? Jehovah, rebuke, bind, and block every wicked, foul, dark energy and shove it down to the pit of hell where it belongs. I thank you for the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, and for the spirit of wisdom. One more, please. The 23rd is about using your high intuition here. This, you could be dealing with a single person, or that's you. Something with money or inheritances is here. This can be one of the lower versions of the Empress as well in the deck. This could be a loneliness card, segregation as well. And take the one that I see in here. And so today is the Nine of Pentacles. I'll take some cards on these. The Hangman is tomorrow. Okay, so something about today leading to tomorrow, or something within tomorrow's date. Jehovah's showing is either going to get people turned upside down, or trying to figure out what to do from every angle, or somebody could also be seeing something from a totally different perspective, which would be positive. Somebody on today's date in the general was hanging around. Somebody was tired of somebody hanging around, and they need to have a conversation with somebody with that energy. So, and somebody was told to just reflect and to be, cautious of the conversation, especially if this person's crazy. In the negative, this is a psychedelic crazy freak here. Okay, this house has consequences to it in a very big way. This is some people are dealing with backwards organization here. Okay, with the 4. Otherwise, this is the Lamid, the letter L and the letter J. The pictograph looks like a J. I just bring that in here if you are new. And the Lamid in the Hebrew represents the shepherd's staff. This is a very spiritual card. Tomorrow is something very prophetic with this card. Also discernment, high discernment with this card. If it's in the upright, being able to look, I can flip myself around. I know how to get some type of answer looking from that direction. 2 high discernment cards, Cardinals, coming out with your energy. Either somebody's doing that to you, or you're doing that within a situation, but it is for your collective energy here to make some type of a decision. The Lamid is pushing and pulling and protecting a group from something that might be crazy, or something circulated within some situation. Or this is also a prison card for some people. Okay, the next day, there's a lot of contemplating then for the next 2 days, and somebody's stuck in a rut, and depending on what what you're looking at from another angle the day before. This card is a positive card. If you take that cup, something's taken place where there's three emotional things. This is stormy waters here. For tomorrow's date, okay? And somebody's whole here on the inside here. Today's date in the general, as I am recording this, there was a consequence around a choice. And so somebody's making a choice and it was like, oh my gosh, tomorrow there's stormy waters. If you choose wrong, somebody be sitting here pouting the day after that. Especially if you're like, what do I do? What do I do? And you're hanging around to try to get something moved or to be protected from some stupid situation here. The Four Cups is, I'm contemplating, I'm stuck in a rut, I'm in a dull relationship, or something's already written down because somebody did step out. This is I'm stepping out. And somebody had some type of wording today, will you go out with me? And in the general, there was still a consequence there, especially if you're in a relationship. If you're single and safe for you to love, then great. At the same time, you really need to check with the great one because that person might not be for you either. So just good information for you to know. But some type of contemplating is still here the day after tomorrow as well. There's a beautiful cup, though, coming right out of the hands divine if you look up and take it. And some people will. Some people sit there and pout because they're crazy. Okay? Show me today's date with this Nine of Pentacles. There's money around some stuff for some people involving today's date. But this is about being whole on the inside. What is this Nine of Pentacles here for you, Hova? For the cardinal energy? What do you want to bring out for it? Thank you. Something very passionate is here. Okay. The Ace of Wands is inspiration. It's a fortune card as well. It's some type of inheritance as well. I've seen the death card in one of my offline videos today. Some people are dealing with death issues. In tomorrow's date, there's something sacrificial here for some people. Okay, because this is a sexual situation going on. There's a big fat consequence around something for some of you all. There's a big fat stormy water here. And if you're stepping out, somebody find out about that thing that you did, and now you're going to have to be protected to be moved in a certain direction. I guess for some people, they'll make a wrong choice, I guess. But this is also something very inspirational. If that's positive and get you turned upside down with high discernment, then that's great. Then, again, the next day, somebody will take that cup and it'll turn out great. There is something about being in unity or some type of a decision with the Two of Cups is here. So if that is some type of pregnancy situation, or you could get pregnant as well for some people if you are faced with that kind of stuff. Some people are, some people not. Show me the Hangman. What's this Hangman here for tomorrow for Cardinals? I had two that came in. So that Two of Cups is still there. Somebody's still contemplating something. If somebody seems real fiery and passionate here in the now, and you're sitting here tomorrow still thinking about that thing, thinking about the Two of Cups, there's some type of communication around something here that's got somebody either crazy or turned around, or stormy waters or something like that. There's a little spy. Some people look, the eye came out today in the general reading as I'm recording this, and somebody may have an eyewitness to something also. Okay, so I mean, you and I have free will. You can do what you want, but there's consequences, people, to what we do. Why would you get yourself in a place where it's going to be so sacrificial if it's not? We do know the truth. Yehovah's kept saying today, buy the truth and sell it not. Some people like to buy the lie, and then they get into some stupidness, and that just keeps growing and growing and growing until the storm is just, my God. But there's some tomorrow. There's some type of communication here, or a little spy, or somebody's checking out somebody. If this is prison for some people, and there's money situations or fraud issues, or something about somebody being segregated because of something that went down, or somebody trying to do something because of a pregnancy situation, something's really been stupid around that, then this is a private investigator here. Okay, but we do have unity energy around some of y'all's energy. Okay, this is feeling left out in the cold. This is obviously somebody's going to be flipped upside down tomorrow, whatever that is, however it's going to be. Okay, show me the Four of Cups for cardinal energy. Somebody's teenager and little child is also here with that page. Show me the Four of Cups. What's this Four of Cups here for? Thank you. A return, a reconciliation, Two Cups right out of heaven for some of you all. This is the letter Noon. The letter N is here in this reading. This is a pictograph in the Hebrew of the sperm. There's something sexual here. There's something sexual here. Or this is a, I'm sorry, if you can take the cup. Somebody has to sit here. Do I want to get into unity and have some type of a communication for a forgiveness? Well, look, people, if you don't forgive, you're never going to be forgiven. If you're going to make something right, then you'll make something right. There's a nice cup here, and then there's a forgiveness around something. There's something very watery here with your cardinal energy. Stormy waters, the 2 of cups, the 4 of cups. This has a meaning in the Hebrew of a river. So there's water, there's heavy, watery emotions around something. This is about, I got to get my balance because somebody's contemplating something here. This is your higher mind. This is also law. This is travel. This also has a meaning in the Hebrew of inheritance. So we got 3 cards out here about money and inheritance. So a death would be around something here again. So the 5 of Pentacles. Somebody obviously is feeling left out in the cold, insecure about something. It says worry here. You don't operate by worry, people. Unless you did something, you're facing jail. You can't face the truth. And I guess you're going to sit there and be in hell all the days of your life and be pouting, I guess. Because this is an eternity card as well in the Hebrew. But it's luck if you take that cup and just let Jehovah do something for you. This is, being thrown out. Somebody's trying to contemplate how not to be thrown out, because if they make a wrong decision here and have unity and do something with somebody else, whatever that is, there's consequence here. And then so tomorrow is just like, oh my, or the day after the next is like, oh my God, something will much be ended. There's travel around some situations as well. Overall energy. There's some type of reward if you pick right as well. And whatever this is that you're trying to get discernment within, cardinals. This is bank systems. Somebody's tooth could be prevalent here, or teeth, or something like that. It's a pictograph of the teeth. It's an all-consuming fire in the Hebrew. The letter shin, somebody's leg. In the English, somebody's leg could be prevalent as well. But the shin represents chewing on information. Somebody is contemplating something. There's some type of communication here as well. But we do have high discernment here if you're in the upright of this thing. Let's see what's hidden within these dates that you need to be aware of to help you choose correctly. What's hidden between the cardinal energy, Jehovah, that they need to know about? This is my integrity card. Consolation. So this card has anything to do with bonuses, purchases, rebates, refunds, stuff like that. It's also a looting card. Okay, somebody is going to let somebody in and do something. There's stormy waters here for some of you all. If somebody's a thief and a liar, or something belongs to somebody after some type of a death situation, since inheritance is real big here, something rightfully belongs to somebody, or whatever that is that belongs to you. That card's coming out. It's in the hidden space. Okay, what else for the cardinals? Show me cardinal energy. You'll hold up. Using your wisdom. Boy, Jehovah is really bringing a lot of things about wisdom, or an older person is involved in something. Somebody could be very rigid around something that's hidden as well. This is somebody also that is of high regard. The shin also has a meaning of wisdom. Somebody is trying to use their wisdom. Those of you who are in the upright, flipping around to try to figure out something to do here, and praying and stuff like that, because people do understand that some things that's rightfully mine, and I need to use my wisdom because there's stormy waters here. And so somebody is jail worthy of taking something, or there's fraud issues around something. And wisdom is really big out here, and maybe going and getting some advice by somebody who is beneficial to you that you highly regard. But there's just a person out here that's highly regarded out here with this old woman card. Okay, the crazy, again, we got the crazy person out here, man, with the hangman. Again, somebody's having to really go within because somebody is not right. There is a mental disorder here, a physical disorder, healing card is here. Obviously, if some people are trying to heal something because some just went crazy, then this is a recovery card. Physical, emotional, spiritual sickness is here. Somebody's got sickness here. And that's why we were told today that you really need to use your wisdom within something. So this is what's hidden. There's a foe hidden, people. Somebody that is constantly comparing something. Somebody that has lost their credibility somewhere and possibly went crazy within some ordeal around something that's happened. Okay? If it's out of your family, it's out of your family. If it's about a love situation, it is, or whatever. This energy is here. Let me take from this homemade deck and get some words. You'll have to show me cardinal energy. Okay, let us hear the whole matter. Okay, we got spirituality stuff out here. And this is what King Solomon tells us. And he asked for wisdom. And we have two cards out here about wisdom more than riches or anything else. And he says at the end of the book of Ecclesiastes, let us hear the whole matter. Fear God, fear Elohim, and keep his commandments. For this is the whole duty of man. And what are the commandments? Thou shalt not take the Lord's name in vain. You're supposed to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your strength, with all your soul. Not violate your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Not steal, not murder. Cheat, not covet, not get up in the court of law and testify against your neighbor, all that kind of stuff. Okay, that's a whole duty of us to do that. When we all do that, people, our world will be a better place. Okay, for Elohim shall bring every single work that you and I do into some type of a judgment with every secret thing. Okay, somebody try to be secretive around something, and there's something out here that's going to cost somebody, I guess, for some people. For Elohim shall bring every work into judgment with every secret thing, whether it's going to be good or whether it's going to be evil. There will be a judgment to this. There's some type of a spiritual thing here. We have a prophet energy here. The noon represents a prophet. This is a prophecy card here. Okay. Discernment is a part of spirituality. Your parents or your grandparents are here, and we have an older person here, and the world card represents an older person. Some people maybe need to go talk to an older person that, again, is of high regard, that has wisdom to help you find some type of a discernment that's around some crazy person or a crazy situation. There's a mental person out here, though. It's here real big. There's a foe around somebody. Somebody's lost their credibility within something, then they have, and so now they're a foe. Something's not going to go the way that your foe wants it to go if they're wicked. Okay, something about being my baby. Okay, again, there's sexual matters out here, but there's consequences to it. So, being very truthful is very important. All the paths of Jehovah are mercy and truth unto such that keep his commandments. If you ain't keeping his commandments, you have no mercy. You won't be walking in the truth. Okay, so all the paths of Jehovah are mercy and truth unto such as keep his commandments and his testimonies. For thy name's sake, pardon mine iniquity, for it is great. So if this is past stuff, if you're trying to make something right, Jehovah will make your place. He will celebrate you. He wants to rescue you. This is a deliverance and a salvation card here. He's given you a cup right here for whoever does whatever here. And you realize something, if you're ignorant to it or whatever, and why ever something is here or something happened back in the days before. This is a deliverance. Somebody is crying out for some type of, what do I do to communicate or to return or to heal something that's been crazy around something. Okay, nothing shall come between us. So if you are, is what the card says, if you are in some type of relationship and you are walking in the truth, you will protect. You will move the situation to protect in a very positive way, and you will use your wisdom in that way. The next card is some type of big delight will be here, especially if you're getting a cup from Jehovah. There's some type of a rewarding close out here, people, for salvation's sake, for whatever the crap you're going through. Somebody likes to just start crap out here, and that's a bunch of crap. Somebody says, I pray for you all the time. We see somebody praying here for somebody. Somebody has prayed and prayed and prayed for salvation, and we got it here the day after tomorrow. Okay, let me take a rune. We have the NG and or it's the GN. I always make reference to it being a gun in the phonics. So you're dealing, with legal matters and, people carrying guns and police officers and stuff like that. And we have prison out here, then fine. Or something did go down with the gun. Somebody died that way. Something crazy came out of the ordeal. Then so be it. Otherwise, this goes back to a hidden relationship. Okay, somebody's out here saying, be my baby. And we had the devil there today around this energy. And, if you're single, but they're not, or however that's working out, it could cost somebody. All right. There's some type of a hidden relationship around some ordeal. If you're already caught up in that thing and you're trying to figure out a way out to escape from that thing, Jehovah will give you a way where there seems to be no way to make your path straight. And because somebody's got a great type of an iniquity out here and they are doing the right thing, praying for some type of salvation, Jehovah will help you. He loves to save people. He loves you. This goes back to luxuries and money. We do have money out here. We have some type of inheritance around we have bank system fortune is around something for you all in the next couple of days as well. Shelter and fertility is also here in some type of a construction. Again, somebody's going to return and take that cup and say, I'm sorry for some type of situation. It's just been crazy. Then great. Then you will get some type of a victory. If there are two X's, because the NG looks like two X's and somebody's dealing with some situation with an X on both sides, if you're in a relationship or you got two X's involved in something, then that is also out here. So the NG, the two X's are here, an L, a J, and an S is also here. Somebody's teeth. We have a boss figure that would be here. Your parents or your grandparents are here. We have money situations around your stuff and looting going on and a little spy and consequences. Cardinals, this is what came out for your reading. I hope that everyone chooses right and comes up higher and finds some type of salvation to your situation and there's some type of a recovering for you. Until next time, shalom.